This portion of This Week in Agribusiness is brought to you by the Early Riser Planter from Case IH. It has the most accurate planting technology. See your dealer or visit caseih.com/rethink to learn more.
We're discussing land values with Ray Brownfield with LandPro LLC. Ray, you've talked about how land values have held even with this down economy. What about cash rents? There was a lot of talk about adjusting those down when the commodity prices went down. What are we seeing there?
You know, a lot of adjustments were made in 2015 and 16. 17, a little less than for 18. Not much, really. I think everybody said, well, let's see what happens. And now we're trying to see what happens. And truly, it's been pretty steady, I would say, on the cash rental board. More flex rents probably going in, giving the farmers an opportunity to be in that position to maybe have a base cash rent at a certain level, but then at a lower level perhaps with a flex on top of it. If things did get really good, everybody would gain from that.
What's your outlook moving into the rest of this year and into next year for land values?
I think they're going to be steady to possibly, depends on what these commodities do. That's the thing we don't know right now, and that's, of course, a big question. But I think they're going to remain pretty steady. There's still demand out there, there truly is, and there's just not much on the market. So there really is always going to be demand. So I think that it'll be steady to maybe down just a little bit.
I was going to ask you, how much land is really moving? We heard that, maybe a lot of farmers were thinking about retiring as commodity prices went down. They didn't want to ride this one out again this cycle, but not a lot of land on the market?
There's really not, and about 52% statistically are estates being settled. They're always going to be that. As we get older, things happen, families decide, well, maybe there's brothers and sisters say, yeah, I think we want our money. It's easier to distribute money than it is land sometimes. So we're seeing a little more of that, but that'll be always continuous. I think we'll see that as we go down the road.
This issue of the Chinese tariffs is fairly new here for us right now. But my, oh my, the television newsies have found their way to farm country, and farmers have been on the air. I mean, there's been more focus on agriculture in the past couple of weeks than maybe we've seen in years. Will this, if it persists, simply because of the mass publicity here, have a chilling effect on those outside investors who want to buy farmland?
That's a good question. We've talked to some of those people because we want to let them know. We frankly, in our business, feel this is part of what do we have to do. We have to help China understand they can't be the big bull in the market these days. They've got to understand America's there too, and where are they going to get their soybeans? Where are they going to get what they need? It's Brazil, it's Argentina, United States. Frankly, I think it needed to be done. This is my personal opinion. And we need to let people know. I think we're going to come out of this better than we thought. At the end of the day, look, yesterday soybeans were up. Today they're up again. We've got a little interesting market out here. We've got 1 million acres less beans than last year. It went to cotton and rice. So there's lots of things out there that can create a really interesting marketplace. I think we're going to be a lot better than everybody would perceive. The news is what it is.
When you take a look at the planting season, we've got some hand-wringing going on right now, and understandably, producers are concerned.
Right.
They're watching that calendar tick off page by page, and the weather has been anything but spring-like weather. What's your feeling here? We'll get this thing planted anyway?
We will. We always do. We always will. And in fact, this last year, when you think about the season, we got into I think we got into the fields in April, and then we got out for weeks. We still had excellent yields. Genetics are interestingly so good these days that I think we'll be just fine.
Always great to visit with you, sir. Thanks for the visit this time.
Thank you.
That's Ray Brownfield. LandPro LLC is his firm. He's actually in Oswego, Illinois, talking about that agriculture land situation as he monitors it actually all over the United States.